It's Christian with St. Augustine TV. Today, we're diving into the Age of Exploration, a transformative era lasting from the 15th to 17th century, where European empires raced to discover and claim new lands for wealth and power. The ocean was no longer a barrier, but now a means to connect. This led to the founding of St. Augustine and a clash of empires. During the Age of Exploration, European powers, Spain, Portugal, England, France, and the Dutch, took to the high seas to conquer new territories. Taking advantage of new technologies like advanced ship design and better navigation tools, these empires chased wealth, resources, and new territories. Florida, especially St. Augustine, became a focal point in this high-stakes race.
What drove these empires to brave the unknown? Three things: wealth, power, and prestige. They wanted gold, control of trade routes like the Gulf Stream, and the glory of claiming new lands. These explorers were like the astronauts of their time. Fame and fortune awaited. In 1513, Spanish explorer Ponce de León landed in Florida, claiming it for the Spanish crown, naming it La Florida, full of flowers, while seeking riches and, as legend has it, the mythical fountain of youth. Ponce de León's 1513 expedition epitomizes the Age of Exploration, searching for wealth and expanding Spain's empire. Florida's strategic location along the Gulf Stream, the route for treasure-laden fleets, made it a prize. But Spain wasn't alone in wanting it.
Ponce de León opened the door, but by the 1560s, France was making moves on Florida, threatening Spain's claim. In 1564, French Huguenots, Protestants, established Fort Caroline near modern-day Jacksonville, aiming to get a piece of the New World. Spain's response? Let's send Pedro Menéndez de Avilés and crush the French and secure Florida. This led to the founding of St. Augustine in 1565.
Menéndez was on a mission to protect Spain's interests. In response, the French launched an attack led by Captain Jean Rabault. As they sailed down the coast, they were shipwrecked by a hurricane. Seizing the moment, Menéndez marched overland and captured the almost defenseless Fort Caroline, killing most of its French Protestant defenders. Days later, he found Rabault and his shipwrecked soldiers stranded at the Matanzas Inlet, ultimately slaughtering them, giving the river and the inlet its name, Matanzas, Spanish for slaughters. This secured Spain's dominance. This was the Age of Exploration at its most violent. St. Augustine, born from a French threat and Ponce de León's legacy, became Spain's stronghold in North America. It was a military outpost to protect fleets and fend off rivals. But the fight wasn't over for the early settlement. In 1586, England's Francis Drake raided and burned the city, showing how intense the battle for empire was. The Age of Exploration was a global power struggle, and St. Augustine was in the crosshairs.
I like to think about different eras, epochs, and expansions in history. The ideas and the motivations going on at that time. St. Augustine is unique among America's colonies because it owes its place to the battle for empire and the struggle for survival. So much has affected this place and left its mark. The Age of Exploration was a race for power, wealth, and glory. St. Augustine is a great place to experience that history. The Fountain of Youth honors Ponce de León's 1513 voyage, and the Castillo de San Marcos stands as monument to Spain's fight against rivals like the French and the English. The city is a time capsule of empire and ambition. Hey, thanks for watching. For more local history and content, don't forget to like and subscribe.